Hello everyone, Xavi Simons can really return to Barcelona. Yeah, we know that maybe we got right up your nose with videos about Xavi Simons, but in this case, we just had no choice. In today's video, we'll tell you what passions have flared up around the possible return of Xavi Simons to Barcelona and how come is this transfer already seen as a very big problem for everyone. Of course, we cannot fail to inform you of the source of these discussed news. This is the Cadena SER radio station. According to them, Barcelona is seriously considering the return of Xavi Simons to the Camp Nou, and the Dutch talent himself wants to return to Barca. Previously, the same info appeared from Adrian Sanchez, the journalist of Más que Pelotas program. And even earlier, the respected Fabrizio Romano confirmed Xavi Simons is in no hurry to sign a new contract with PSG, and his agent, Mino Raiola, is demanding the Paris Saint-Germain first team for playing time guarantees. In the summer of 2022, Xavi will become a free agent, and Barca can sign him on terms convenient for the club. That was the short introduction. Well, it seems that all paths are open. Simons wants to return, and Barca is considering such a scenario. The Dutchman is thought to be one of the most promising players of the new generation, and it seems that not picking up such a diamond would be an irreparable mistake. But if we go a bit deeper, you immediately realize that this transfer will create too many problems for everyone, and that's why. To understand the essence of the main problem, we need to remember how Xavi Simons left Barcelona. It happened in the summer of 2019. Xavi had already worked with agent Mino Raiola for 2 years, and the player was then 15 years old, the time of signing the first professional contract with Barcelona. The Blaugrana management, led by Bartomeu, offered exceptional conditions to one of the main talents of La Masia. 2,000 euros per year, a guaranteed place in Juvenil A, a 17-18-year team, the highest category in the academy, the opportunity to move to Barcelona B during the season, and financial bonuses for getting into it. Not bad for 15 years, isn't it? But the decision of Xavi was influenced by the very same Mino Raiola. He agreed with PSG on a much fatter contract, 1 million euros per season and a 3-year term. Then Simons went to PSG. Here's how the player himself explained his decision to choose the Paris Saint-Germain project in December 2019. I decided to choose PSG to start a new adventure. I think this will help my further progress. I will learn a different style of football, which is different from Barcelona's one. In Barca, more attention was paid to working with the ball, while at PSG, working with the ball and physical training are in the focus. There are new aspects that I'm working on, Simons said. Xavi Simons studied at the Barcelona school from the age of 7 and spent 9 years at the club, after which he decided to choose PSG's money. Why didn't Xavi Simons like the new adventure? The answer is obvious. The Dutchman got stuck in PSG youth system and doesn't get an opportunity in the first team. Only 2 appearances in official matches. Xavi had great hopes for the new season. He had a good preseason, but instead of being invited to the first team, he was sent to the U19 roster. It was a huge disappointment for the talent, and it was then that he decided to put on hold with a new contract, which was already lying in front of Simons. Why would Xavi Simons' potential return to Barcelona be a problem for everyone? Xavi Simons was great hope for Barcelona fans, but his one decision crossed out all love. Now he is associated only with the love of money. We've handpicked for you all of the most popular Barca fan opinions on Simons. You made your choice, boy. There's no turning back. I believe that Simons and Mariba should regret their decision to leave Barca. They chose money. What message do we give to other La Masia players? You can do the same? I'm against this return. Speaking of Neymar's transfer to PSG, Gary Lineker said, leaving Barcelona there's only one way, down. Midfield is the last place in the first team that needs strengthening. Pedri, Nico and Xavi look much more promising. There is no place for him in midfield. Busquets, Frankie, Pedri, Nico, Xavi and Riqui Puig. Where is the place for Xavi Simons there? Indeed, despite the status of a Barcelona trainee, he will not be expected to receive the most pleasant reception from the fans. The coolest community is negatively disposed towards the guy, and he can simply pour down psychologically. There is very high pressure even on young football players in Barcelona. 1, 2 or 3 unsuccessful games, and they can cast a long shadow on you. Xavi Simons' story is the same case of Alex Mariba, which demonstrated love of money last summer. An 18-year-old Barcelona's trainee demanded 3 million euros per year, 1 year before the end of his contract. Barca was ready to give 2 million. As a result, the negotiation process dragged on, and the club was forced to sell the player to Leipzig for 16 million euros. How many matches have Mariba played this season? Only 3 so far. Interestingly enough, the management of Barcelona itself zealously defends this philosophy. Money is not the main thing when it comes to such a great club. Here's what Rafael Yuste, the first vice president of the Catalan club, said about Alex Mariba. Mariba has no future in our club, and it's very important that this message reaches all young players, especially at this difficult moment for the club. You need to understand that money is not the main thing, that you need to rejoice at the opportunity to play for Barcelona, the official said this August. Aren't the words eloquent enough if we think of Xavi Simons, who has already chosen a contract for 1 million euros? And here is another case in point. Nico Gonzalez had an offer from Manchester City, which was more profitable from a financial point of view, but he rejected it for the sake of his dream, a debut in the Barcelona first team. That's the kind of guys that Camp Nou loves. So, how does Xavi Simons make his way to Barcelona starting 11? It looks quite like a mission impossible. The Dutchman has so many obstacles: Busquets, Frankie de Jong, Pedri, Nico Gonzalez, Xavi and Riqui Puig. In addition, there are other players such as Felipe Coutinho and Sergio Roberto. At PSG, all the slots are taken, and in Barca, the situation is no better for the talent. Have to start with Barcelona B? It seems that Barca is not an ideal option for Xavi right now. The competition is too high, and he needs to find a club that is a little easier to get in. As a result, this transfer will be a problem for everyone, for Xavi Simons himself and for Barcelona. Not the best union, right? It seems that everything is against Xavi Simons' return to Barcelona. Fans, super talented performers in the midfield who can potentially become the real tops and get the laurels of legendary Iniesta and Xavi, and the management itself seems to be rather negatively disposed towards this transfer. Does Xavi Simons even have any hope for a comeback? He really wants to succeed in Barcelona. The answer, oddly enough, is positive. Such a hope exists. Last summer, Barcelona returned from PSG another prodigal son, Kais Ruiz-Atil. It was also a free transfer at the expiration of the contract. This guy was considered one of the pearls of the Barca academy and was therefore given the green light. So far, Kais is not impressive. At first, he got the COVID and was unable to make it through the preseason with the first team. Then he was injured. He played only 9 minutes for Barca B, and confidence that his return was a mistake is growing in the Barcelona management. This case is an indicator in the context that the management, led by Joan Laporta, is sometimes generous and opens the door for trainees who have gone astray. At the moment, there was no information that Laporta blocked the possible transition of Xavi Simons, and therefore, the reality of the return of the hype Dutchman to the Camp Nou remains. Interestingly, Xavi Simons is one of the leaders of the PSG U19 team. He is especially good in the matches of UEFA Youth League, an analog of the Adult Champions League for youth. He played in all 4 matches, scored 2 goals, and made 4 assists. Very, very good, don't you agree? And the Dutchman's game doesn't stand still. Experts know that Simons really improved this season. He plays on several positions at once: a central midfielder, an attacking central midfielder, and even a false 9. Also, some of the experts point out that Simons has the skills to play as a winger. In general, the guy's universalism can be useful to any club, and then Xavi can progress by leaps and bounds. Friends, what do you think? Should Barcelona return Xavi Simons? And perhaps all these talks are nothing more than trading with PSG to knock out a fatter contract? We are interested in your opinion. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. It was Inside Football. We watch football from a different angle. Thank you for watching, have a nice one, and see you in a bit.